Who the fuck decided to toast cheese? So what's the point of that shit? What's your brother? Junior, want some cheese, bro? They're toasted. These are the worst tasting cheeses I've ever tasted. Like, who the fuck decided to toast cheese? So what's the point of that shit?
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mond looks to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mond. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And out across midfield down to the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a first down throw. Fields escaping the pressure right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch.
Yeah, what I was saying. I don't know what
Fields on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Dillon now off the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one is incomplete. Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 30. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Third down from the gun, it's Mond. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory.
Philip Dorsett by himself. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. These two teams all tied after 1. Play action. It's Fields. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Fields. Fighting to stay upright. Under pressure, they got him again. For Sade Oluokun. Providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, here's Mon. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the air, Mond. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now Fields. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Fields now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mond. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Mond. Flushed out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Snap, man. You wouldn't even eat that much when you was pregnant, bro.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Ford Dorsett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mond going to throw it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They go play action here. Mond They'll roll him out right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, here's Mon. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it'll be second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon looking downfield for Godwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Fields. That'll be caught downfield by Bird. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now Mond. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Mond's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Chris Godwin, 27 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got Dorsett complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Dorsett, 59 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, Mon. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night.